What it do, family? What it do, family? What it do, family? Grand rising to the family. Grand rising to the family. Gratitude is the attitude. Gratitude is the attitude. Tuesday, May the 6th, 2025. Ether. Yeah. Conversations that we have above the atmosphere. Ain't no question. Yeah. Last night I was checking out a show. And they were talking about being locked in certain frequencies, man. And I find myself resonating with this message. That's why every day that I wake up, every day that I rise to start my journey on a new day, I'm bringing my awareness to not be on the same frequency as the day before, to be on a better frequency, to raise my vibration, to become, the cliche term, the better version of myself. You know, I'm not here preaching. I'm not going to attempt to. This is just basically advice that I give to self that I'm actually sharing with the family. Those that it resonate with, so be it. Those that it don't resonate with, so be it. You know? Now, ultimately, my goal is for upliftment and to raise awareness of your circumstances and situations and your experience that you're going through, right? But at the same time, not be locked in a certain frequency of always being a certain kind of way. See, some are locked in a frequency and really not aware of it. You know, some are not trying to expand. You know, and that's fine. That's okay. That's it is what it is. But I make it my intention as expansion increases, as my awareness increases, as I open myself up for expansion, accepting growth, I will push on a day-to-day basis to raise my consciousness, to be on a higher frequency, to be on a higher vibration, to not be the same person that I was the day before, to be a stronger individual, a stronger beacon of light, a brighter beacon of light. I can't get up the next day talking about things that just serve no purpose to my soul, to my spirit. You know, this is all about spiritual growth. is all about spiritual growth and awakening the soul for me. You know, life as it is right now, like I've been saying, man, there's certain aspects of it that are terribly boring. That's why I do certain things that I do, you know, for growth. You know, do things different, think different, you know. And don't get it misconstrued, you know. My daily routine of certain things that I do, my ritual of certain things that I do is very important, you know. It's very, very important. You know what I'm saying? In my journey. But what I must do, even though it may sound like it's repetition, which it must be in order to break through one frequency to go to another. You know what I mean? One second, fam. See, I got G Dave in the building. You know, he doing his stroll, you know what I'm saying? In nature. Ain't no question. Back to the lecture at hand. All right, family, I'm back. Not really sure exactly where I was because I had with the thought, but yeah, family, just moving forward, not being stagnant. It's all about expanding awareness, you know. And as you start to do so, you see that your life, your experience starts to change for the betterment of yourself, you know, coming out here making these videos, these recordings, and speaking the way that I speak, you know, it takes courage to do so, you know. It really takes courage to do so, because you cannot have any fear, you cannot have any worry of what people may say, or if people even tune in, because ultimately, at the end of it all, it's really for self, you know. It's really for self, family. I do this for myself, then my children, then my mom, then my loved ones, you know. And if they listen, good. And if they don't, fine. It's okay. You know, you can't get caught up in seeing how many views and stuff you have. You just gotta stick with the mission. You know what I'm saying? Stay on your path. Don't get caught up in all that. So raise your vibration, family. Out of this atmosphere to the higher ethers. One love to the family. I will be back. Until the next time. Bye. Come on, G-Day.